Hello, I'm Tantri Murdopo. This is CNN Insider. I'm very honored today because I'm with the President and CEO of SCG, Mr. Thammasak Sethaudom. Hello, how are you?
Hello, thank you.
Sawadika.
Sawadee krap.
Welcome to Jakarta, Indonesia. First of all, I would like to say congratulations because you just been awarded as CNN Indonesia Award 2025 as the regional leader in green innovation and ESG excellence. So congratulations one more time.
Thank you
So
very
the
much.
questions will be, what does this achievement mean for the company actually?
It's a good recognition for us. So actually SCG really aimed to get a net zero by 2050. And we really believe in the ESG, which is a very important part of our business. So we are looking for the long term. We are committed to do the industry transition. So I think the award is kind of a good recognition for our effort.
Okay. Talking about long term, because Indonesia has this global vision or golden vision 2045, which is that include low carbon and circular economy to actually strengthen the competitiveness under global climate and trade rules. So how does actually this SG contribute to driving sustainability and also alignment with Indonesia's golden vision 2045?
Definitely, we believe that this Golden Indonesia 2045 is a very important target. And it's not only highlight the moving toward the sustainability, but also moving toward a more competitiveness. So if we really want to achieve the long-term competitiveness, we have to also look at the sustainability at the same time. So we already have some example that we can do the waste treatment, from waste to the RDF to the energy for the cement plant. That's not only helping us to create a competitiveness in terms of the cost, better cost, and also helping the environmental management. So basically, it's a win-win in our opinion. So this is a way to achieve the Golden Indonesia by 2045.
Okay, that's nice. But one thing that rising topic in Indonesia right now is about decarbonization. So how does actually SCG help about this topic?
So there are several things that we try to do. Number one is we bring in the technologies like low carbon cement. This is a new way to create cement, the very good quality cement and the lower carbon emission and very competitive cost. So basically, that kind of technology already introduced in Indonesia. We also introduced the new technologies called heat battery. Londo, we just demonstrate this battery in up and run already in Thailand. So you see a lot of opportunities to roll out in Indonesia to not only reduce the carbon emission for the steam generation, but also make it cheaper to produce the steam. So basically, that is something we are bringing in. Technology is part of the issue. Another part, which is, in my opinion, more important, is to create awareness in the community. We set up the ESG Symposium 2025 to promote this idea and to call for collaboration. To achieve the net zero, no company can do it alone. Basically, we have to go together collaboratively to achieve this target together. So that's why we are promoting the ESG, promoting the new technology, and more importantly, promoting the collaboration.
So talking about this collaboration, so how do you do this collaboration in Indonesia?
So basically, we come here with a very open mind. We share our practice that we have done somewhere else, and we see the current issue, that pressing issue in Indonesia, for example, waste treatment and competitiveness. So we already see this the pressing issue for the industry, and we have the technology, we have a solution. So we're coming in and we are calling for support, calling for partnership, calling for understanding, so we can move together.
Okay. One thing that actually very essential is also about circular economy. That's very essential in Indonesia, especially if you're talking about productivity and also about climate goals. So how is SCG helping for build this circular economy across industry, customers, and then youth also, and then communities as well. So actually the collaboration examples can demonstrate this so-called harmonize.
Yes, going together. Yes, definitely. The circular economy is very important concept because it's a low carbon route. So basically, we try to use the resource in a circular way. So we don't need to bring in more carbon from the underground. So basically, you kind of reinforce the product uses and then reuses again and reuses again. So we have done, for example, in our packaging in Faja factory for paper packaging, we use 100% recycled paper. So basically, we don't need to cut the tree to make into the paper. We just reuse the old paper again and again and again with the technologies of make the paper stronger and stronger. So this is something we have done here with Faja and our partner Trend. So also calling for the electrical appliance after end of life, then come back, dismantle it and recycle it in order to make into the new plastic, new metal, and new appliance again. So this is a very circular way that we are working with the partner. So I think the working with the communities also to collect the waste and use that waste to make into the new products again. So this is a very sustainable way. So I think it's a right way to do for the low carbon route.
But talking about green energy, we're also talking about the future. We're also talking about, let's say, Indonesia future ready green workspace, let's say like that. So how actually SCG trying to applying the public, private, or let's say people partnership to make this become the future trending that become reality?
So in Sukhabumi, so we are working with the local authorities, we are working with the communities, we working with the business partner to bring the waste in Sukhabumi and use those waste to produce the RDF, which is the alternative fuel for our cement plants. So this is a way to get rid of waste and don't increase that much of the carbon emission. So it's very sustainable way. If you keep the waste in the landfill, it creates a lot of greenhouse gas. So what we try to do is to take the waste out of the landfill, use it as an alternative fuel for the cement plant. So basically, on one hand, we are reducing the waste. On the other hand, we are create a sustainable way to produce cement. And with the help of the communities and the local government and also the partner. This is the public-private partnership, public-private and people partnership together. This is a good model that already start up and very successful.
So I'm very interested actually with this symposium because the theme is about decarbonizing for our sustainable tomorrow. We're not talking about today, we're talking about tomorrow. What can you actually elaborate from that?
When we're talking about the ESG Symposium 2025, we are calling for like-minded who understand and who really care for the future world because in our current situation, the global warming is real and it's create natural disaster, something that you haven't seen 100 years, you will see every 10 years. Something that you haven't seen within 10 years, you are going to see it within a year. So the frequency to have a natural disaster will increase. So this is the need, the pressing need that we need to make sure that the public aware, and especially the new generation who have to live with the consequence. So that's why we are calling this ESG symposium here, and we are promoting the concept that let's help the world and do it together.
That's very nice. That's a very powerful message. So what is your hope actually
I hope
in the next future?
In the near future, I hope that the concept of the circular economy will be something that's very active here. Consumer should understand that this is important. This is not like a marketing tool. This is not like a fab that come and go. This should be the main stream of the way that you produce things. So maximize the circular economy, maximize the renewable energy, maximize the energy efficiency, and then create a very sustainable green product. So if we can do this, we're going to create a very sustainable world for Indonesia.
So in 2025, SCG formally established its new business purpose. It stated inclusive green growth. It's very interesting for me actually because you say the green growth as in inclusive. Could you explain more about that?
The idea of the inclusive green growth is start from the point that we need to do the green transition. Basically, we try to change our business, either making cement, making plastic, making packaging into the green. So basically, green means low carbon or ultimately net zero, right? If you can make green business transition at the acceptable price, it's going to create a huge growth. So it's green growth. So basically, make the green transition at the acceptable price will create growth because a lot of people really like it. But have to do it in a way that you bring along the supply chain. So you cannot go alone. We have to be more inclusive. The bringing the supply chain, bringing the commodity together. So that's why it's become inclusive green growth. That is the idea.
Will that continue to 2026?
Definitely, this inclusive green growth will be a multi-year target. So it's going to be, it will last 5 to 10 years at least, because we are pursuing the industry transition. We are supporting the supply chain and commodities to go along with us. Not only the big company that will successfully transition, we want the SME, nano SME, to be able to benefit from this green transition.
Okay. Because we're talking about green growth means talking about the future, means talking about tomorrow. And future means talking about the youth, because they are the new tomorrow. So how do you include them in this grow together?
Definitely the new generation, the young people are the, the key stakeholder in this the green transition. They are the one that will benefit or will suffer from the climate change. So what we have to do is engage the new generation. They will be the one who will carry on this journey. The journey toward the net zero by 2050, we are talking about 25 years from now. So it's going to be a multi-generation of the CEO that will drive this journey. And you can think about people at something like 20-something will be the CEO at that 25 years from now, right?
Yeah.
So then we need to find those like-minded to carry forward this idea and this transition until we reach the net zero by 2050.
So they have the green mindset.
They have to, yes.
Yeah. But how do you see this Indonesia progress to this grow together with SCG itself?
We have seen very active young people who really care for this ESG transition, who really want to do the commodity service, who really want to support the circular economy. So we see a very active young people that are willing to join. So this is very promising.
But do you see that actually this global or golden vision 2045 can be achieved if you see the things that you, Indonesia and SCG doing by now?
I think it's very high hope, very, very high hope, because if you see a lot of people, young people, really engaged in this concept, put passion behind it, I think definitely this is the the major factor whether we can succeed Golden Indonesia by 2045 or not. Without these young people, we cannot achieve. What now we have the people, we have the young people who will supporting this. Then what we have to do is to engage, to bring in the technology, to evolve the business model and working together.
Talking about technologies, so what is the green technologies exposure? I mean, what is the new technology in the next future for the green technology?
Oh, many new technologies that happening in every day. For example, we are talking about the green energy. So the simplest way as talking about the green energy is solar. But even solar, having a new solar system in the near future, you will see a solar panel that's lighter, cheaper, more flexible, and much higher in terms of the efficiency. So which is will make the green electricity even cheaper to produce. You're going to see the hydrogen become, feasible. Feasible means that the cost is very competitive. You're going to see the new energy storage. You already see the lithium-ion battery, and today we are introducing the heat battery. So another high efficiency way of to keep the energies. You're going to see a new way to make cement. You're going to see making the plastic from the sugar, for example, not from the oil anymore, right? Packaging that can be recycled again and again and again, and packaging that can replace the plastic. The paper packaging that can replace the plastic. New things will happen.
But they say if we can be nice with the nature, nature will be nice to us again.
Definitely.
So we can be alongside living in the earth, and the earth will be a better place for the next generation. Is that what actually you want to achieve in SCG?
Definitely the nature positive. We have to be, nature are very kind to mankind, and we also have to kind to the nature. So that's why everything have to make sure that we are moving, progressing in a very sustainable way, and create the nature positive. In Indonesia, there are plenty of opportunities that we can create the nature positive because the rich and abundant, ecosystem here. So we can do it.
But you mentioned earlier that you start in Sukabumi Regency, right? Will you move to another regions or maybe province or whatever?
Definitely, if we can. Okay, we need to find the like-minded to do the expansion of this concept. Or if anyone who really want to do it, we are also willing to share because we cannot have the operation in everywhere in Indonesia, right? So if our partner, our collaborators really want to do it, please come and see. So we're willing to share this practice because it's not only good for business, it's good for the whole society also. We are very open-minded on this one.
Okay. I think we come back to this SCG symposium because I can see all the panels, all the speakers, they are all actually talking about, they're sharing their ideas. And today we're expecting a lot of young person as well to sit down here, and then they are listening and they're sharing their ideas. So what do you want to take from the symposium actually?
Oh, this is a very, very good example. You see that we see several hundred of people come here today and sharing the idea, discussing how to implement or suggesting how to improve. This is good. This is the community of practice that are already happening in Indonesia. Especially young people speak out.
Yes.
Young people are very active. That's their interest, and they will be the ultimate power that will drive the sustainable community forward. So I believe that if we can promote this kind of the sharing, this kind of the forum again and again and again, you're going to see a number of like-minded that will create a movement for sustainability.
Okay, but then you have a very powerful message about the future, about sustainability. if we're talking about green innovation, and we also have this award already in 2025. But maintaining is actually, they say maintaining is more difficult than achieving. So how do you maintain all of this?
So the award and recognition is the part of the milestone for us. It reminds us that someone already see the values that we are doing, but we are striving for the impact. The award is just a milestone to remind us, okay? And we know that if we have done a good job, we should be able to maintain this. Or if someone can do better in terms of the sustainability, this is also good for the world. And then we will be remind us that we have to work harder. So either way, the world win. Whether we get the award or not, or we not get the award or not, either way, the world could win. So that's why we think it's a kind of a milestone for us. So we will endeavor to move forward, no matter what.
No matter what.
Yes.
That's a very nice word. Because we tends to actually take it for granted for what we do have today. But I can sense from you that you're trying, probably as CG, trying hard to make something better that they can. Every day, every time, whatever that they can do. Because you start from 1913, right?
Yep.
And still keep going stronger and stronger day by day until today, and trying to keep forward and trying to do their best until today.
Yes.
That's not a very easy job, but still, you want to do more and more again.
That is our DNA. So we are striving to make good things. So when we do the business planning, when several years ago, when people ask why you want to do the decarbonization, it's costly, and it would probably another 10, 20 years. But for us, we are looking for the long game. We are looking for how can we exist in the next 20, 50 years. If you're talking about that 10, 20 years, no one can debate that decarbonization is not important. It will be very important, right? So, but if you're talking about 2 to 3 years, probably you don't need to, you can wait, right? No. But if you're talking about, if your aim is 20 years, 50 years that you have to exist, you have no choice. And if you already make the milestone at that level, you better move quickly, move now, and then you bring in everyone to join.
But how do you make this something that's very important when some people say this is less important? You know what I mean? When some people are saying, and SCG feel that this is very important for the next future, even though for the 20 and 30 years from now. How do you see this actually?
Because we look at the data. We looked at the data several years ago, and we see that this is real. The climate change is real, and it will create a lot of harmful to the society. And when people suffer into a natural disaster, the public opinion can sweep, can change from acceptable to not acceptable within a few months. But the business, if you really want to do the transition, you cannot change from zero to the state that you are moving toward the decarbonization in the full speed within 6 months. You cannot. You need 5 years, 10 years to do, right? So you have to be ahead of the public transition. So that's what I try to say. I talk to our team that this kind of thing is not about the current perception. It's about the current problem.
Wow.
That will impact us, and we should do our part.
That's not a current perception, but it's current problem. Wow, that's very powerful actually. That's why you're very persistent and very move forward in doing what you're doing right now.
Yep.
So the decarbonizing for our sustainable tomorrow, I really love that theme actually, because it's our symposium. Are you going to make another symposium or any other seminar or whatever to actually doing something like this?
The big events like a ESG symposium will be an annual event. This is not the first time. We have done several years already, and we will continue to do as an annual get-together for the like-minded. And we have seen that every year the number of participants increase. So this is very clear. So, and we have a small events, specific events that scatter around the years.
Okay.
So, but this is the largest event for us in Indonesia.
So you can see that actually more and more people who interested and they are more care about this subject and they actually really want to involve more.
Yes.
Yeah, especially from the business side.
Yes.
Yes. How about the government side? Are they really involved in that? Do you see that?
Yes, I think the government also, you could see that the government representative joined the discussion today. And this is the good movement. I think this is a good evidence that government really care. But of course, there are many things that the government has to balance. And at the right time, you're going to see, the Green Acts come in place.
Okay. It seems that you already do a lot, but what is next for SCG?
Next is there are many next that we have to do. Like we introduced the low carbon cement generation 2 in Indonesia. The next will be generation 3.
Wow.
So that is even better cement, the future cement, which will have a deeper cut in the carbon emission, better strength, okay, and more sustainable. And the future of the recycle that we try to do more. We want to promote the renewable energy business here, and even more sustainable packaging or the chemical. So this a lot of things we can do. I can tell you.
Wow. So a lot of projects as well in the next future.
Yeah.
But what is actually your hope for the next future?
The business direction already discussed that there are many things that we try to do, but the hope is the engagement with the SME, nano SME, and also the communities. This is the key hope that I really want to create, because without participation of the SME, nano SME, we cannot do it alone. Even though we want to do it, but we cannot do it alone. We need support from the business partner here to make it forward. Okay, if we are the only one to do it, it will not be sustainable, right? We need to make sure that the benefit of this kind of low carbon transition is dissipated throughout the commodities and the supply chain. That's the whole idea.
So you want to look for more collaboration.
Yes.
Well, people nowadays call it collaboration.
Yeah.
More collaboration, and there more what's that called? The small business enterprises. Is that correct?
Yeah.
But what kind of small business enterprise that actually can be dealing with this SCG?
For example, if you want to do the alternative fuels, actually the benefit could be to the SME who really do the clean energy supply to our factory, right? So it could be from the waste, it could be from the napier, it could be from the torrefaction. So we don't want to do everything by ourselves. We want the small business to do their part and ship to us. So that will be good.
Thank you very much for this conversation. Thank you very much for whatever that you're doing with SCG, and we hope for the better future for SCG and also for better future for the world. Thank you very much one more time.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much one more time for watching this CNN Insider. Hope this can be insight for all of you at home. Bye.